Welcome everybody, I bring to you a treat of funness. It is going to be FXOtgun. He's a pink Zerg on the top left, and he's going to be going up against none other than sixjaxTerran. He is a Terran in the bottom left, as is indicated by his name, and we're going to be seeing two of the best people on some of the best teams out there, Sixjax versus FXOpen. FXOpen is actually got some crazy interesting stuff that's been happening lately. They've actually acquired FOU for FXO Korea, so that's huge that they're going to be able to literally have an all-around the world presence, because I know for a fact FXOtgun is from Australia. So we're going to have an Australian, they have the Koreans, and they have Americans like QXC, not to mention FXOpTiKzEro. I think he's actually Korean. I don't know about the other guys, but I'm trying to sound more knowledgeable than I actually am, because T-Gun is an incredibly nice person. So just props to T-Gun for being some of the nicest guys out there. I talked to him briefly during the TL Open, and he sent me this replay. I'm going to cast it, and it is going to be so much fun, because I am very much honored to be able to do this. We're going to watch him as he plays against SixjaxTerran on Tal'Darim Altar LE, Blizzard version of Tal'Darim Altar, not GSL Tal'Darim Altar, so you do only have this section of the resources to contend with. You actually do not on the GSL version, you do not have these 3 patches and this geyser. So it's good to see that we will be seeing a very, very economic gameplay if somebody does decide to take out those rocks and use it for their base. Though unfortunately for T-Gun and his zerginess, he's going to have to deal with the fact that this base is actually pretty close to Terran. And if Terran does decide to go for this as his third, it's easy, just push up and just attack, which is always bad for Zerg. So actually, we might be seeing T-Gun possibly take this as his third base to be farther away from Terran. And also looking at Terran, we do see that he's got forward building placements, so he's probably going to be going for an expansion very, very quickly. We are seeing that there's no gas quite yet, so it could be a no-gas expansion, one of very, very, very popular Terran builds lately, and very much looks like this will be the build. No other Raxes are down. We're seeing just these Marines being made. And looking over here, T-Gun has got his hatchery first that he put down. As we can see, the timers do indicate that. T-Gun, no gases for him quite yet either, so we could possibly be seeing a Spanishiwa type of opener if he does decide to go for that no gas start. And it actually looks like he's waiting to actually bring these guys down to his natural expansion, as he's highlighting these guys. They're not really doing much of anything else. Is he even hitting buttons? Not really. He's just sort of not doing much with his hands at that moment in time. But we are seeing this spawning pool getting closer and closer to completion. Terran has now thrown down his expo, so we are seeing him go for economic gameplay. It is a no-gas expansion, as he has just now put up his refinery, but not doing the second one. Oh wait, never mind, he is doing the second one. I do know QXC. I've seen him. Actually, it is an FXO player, QXC. I actually played against TQ Kyo, one of my teammates, in the WCG, and Kyo did beat him. They had a great game on Tal'Darim Altar that was very, very long and fun to see, where QXC did go for a no-gas expand, and Kyo had to do a lot to get back to it. A very interesting style that Kyo does. It's kind of an offshoot, but he does go for very few Colossi, and she goes mostly gateway units with economy behind it. I really do like it. But we're not watching Kyo play, we're watching SixjaxTerran and FXOtgun. Alright, so now looking over here, T-Gun is working getting out his queens. We do see that they have popped. And interesting choice. He's using his first bit of energy to go for a creep tumor and not for a spawn larva on either hatchery. Wow, is he actually able to? This is interesting. I've actually seen most people go for that spawn larva in the first point, but I guess he can spend his money without doing that. And he is going a little bit higher. There is an overlord down here. For a second, I thought that might have been a drone going for a hidden expo, but that is not the case. But here we're seeing a small marine push coming out here for SixjaxTerran. He's going to move out. There's not much to defend from T-Gun. He does have a few queens, but there's not enough for any kind of transfusion. One marine goes down, another one's going to fall. Oh, here comes Circus. That's going to help us a lot just in time. T-Gun is going to be able to come in with this, and there's the queen going after this one last marine, and only 2 lanes lost. This queen is actually still alive, looking very much as a solid little defense from T-Gun. Spinecaller is now going to complete. Might want to uproot that and bring it down over here to help with the defense. We do see that SixjaxTerran does not use his 3rd and 4th geysers, and very few SUVs are actually at that base. He actually might be trying to saturate this before getting both his guys down there. And it looks like Terran actually sent down a mule going here. I think I've seen him do this a couple of times. I think he just might be making sure that he doesn't mine the minerals and then not make the return trip to his orbital command. That's actually a really nice bit of way not to lose 30 minerals or so. I forgot the actual numbers on return trip for mules. I think it might be 32. I don't really remember. Yep, doesn't really say. But that's not really the exact point, because the thing is, Terran is one of the best players in the world right now, and he's getting out another additional set of Raxes. Let's see, no add-ons quite yet, though, from those guys as natural expansion. He's instead working on getting Blue Flame Hellions inside his main base. This could be very, very hard to deal with. Terran actually hasn't chosen to get a reactor on this top factory, but this might be a really interesting transition. But yep, there's the Tech Labs going down, though he's really being indecisive, just canceled that a couple times, or it may just be a vulnerability with the links that are directly outside. But T-Gun does have a pretty good set of knowledge about this front. The problem is, what he needs to worry about is over here. As you can see, the gas is getting taken. So he needs to get an Overlord here or something to try and get the vision. The problem is that I don't think he has an Overlord in place yet. No Overlord in place. He chose to get a second Overlord down here as natural expansion, more so than anything else. But over here we are seeing an Evo Chamber going down, double Evo Chamber actually, so T-Gun is going to go for mass upgrades. I've seen him do some cool things with Lings on multiple occasions, one of them being against Desro, where he just beat Desro, actually in this tournament, this TL Open, where he just took Desro out with a very, very solid mass +2 attack Lings. But now we're going to deal with all these Hellions as they move out. This is a whole lot of Blue Flame Hellions. We'll see how T-Gun's going to be able to defend against this, because this is going to be hard to deal with, because he's guaranteed to get some amount of drone kills, just a matter of how many. But oh, look at all of this. So many Lings coming out. It's actually... He's pushing back Blue Flame Hellions with Lings. Very nice job. Not able to get any kills with those Hellions. That's going to be super key in allowing T-Gun to really be able to make use of the fact that he'll be able to have an economy. I mean, you do need drones to be able to get anything as a Zerg, so he's keeping his drones alive, and that is very solid gameplay. Still, only one Spine Crawler is actually out. Hellions are going to run around, try and get some sky information, and Terran with a Marine in a very good spot. T-Gun could go ahead and actually spread some more creep if he's not afraid of losing those guys to the Hellions. They are running around doing some good bit of sky information. As we see, Terran is not working on doing a ton. His hole is open in the wall, so he's going to go ahead and start taking down these rocks and try and get out his third base. No command center seems to be building inside his main base or anything that can float off, so he's just going to go ahead and play as solidly as he can. It looks like it should be working pretty well, as he's going to get more factories out. Actually, those are barracks, so more barracks out, but he's still double factory. He's getting his siege mode, and he's getting out more Hellions still, even though he's researching siege mode. He does have a couple tanks on the field, but not a ton. It's just 3 when you have 2 factories. That's not a lot of... That's really not a lot of siege tanks. So 4 Hellions are around here. It looks like T-Gun's going to go ahead and get his own third base. Actually at this base, so I'm wrong with my thought that him taking this for his third, but it looks like Terran was really thinking about that, as his Marines are still there. Here come those Hellions running around. They're actually able to take out that creep tumor, that lead creep tumor. That is unfortunate that happened. This guy should be able to submerge in time, and yep, there is the burrow. So now Terran's going to be aware of this. He's seeing the creep as it spreads, and T-Gun is looking pretty good on the map. But here comes a drop from Terran. He's going to be able to run in here, try and do some damage, but there are a few Queens out, and a lot of Lings and Infestors. T-Gun is doing a good job of teching up. We do see the Infestation Pit does have Pathogen Glands done. We can see that these... Ooh, we do have +1/+1 for those Lings. Where is that drop? Here comes that drop. Hellions are here, and Fungal Growth Hellions. Very good defense. So those Hellions would not be able to do much damage, but the problem is this is a full medevac coming in. But oh, T-Gun, great reflex. I'm going to take down a lot of those guys, and Terran does cancel the drop and picks up all but 2 of those Marines. 2 of them did die, and this is still going to be a lot of capabilities to deal damage to those Lings. You can see that Terran is going to move out the front, though. He's going to frontal attack and drop in the back. That is such a dastardly thing to do, but T-Gun is looking to be solid. He does have Queens and a few Lings still there. He's now getting Neuroparasite. If he can get some Neuroparasites off in the siege tanks, that'll be huge in taking out those Marines. You see a Fungal Growth going to allow these guys to die. Yep, there is the death, and they're going to pull back as those Hellions are going to be a little bit of a threat against those nice light Lings. The Infestors are still running around, actually for a flank it seems, and they're going to be able to engage, as these guys do engage in the middle. It makes no sense. I said engage too many times in that sentence, but that's alright. I'm sure everyone will forgive me on that. But all of these creep tumors are doing a good job of spreading. The problem is they're to be killed with the scan, and those lings will die horrible fiery deaths. By the way, I just finished casting a clan war that went to all 7 epic games, so I am a little bit tired, but I don't care because this game is looking to be pretty cool. The macro is going to be definitely one of the best I've seen, as T-Gun is still managing to get out a lot, and amidst all this pressure drops and all that, 53 drones versus 60 SCVs, so that's actually a big lead for Terran. He's got his 3rd base up, no refiners there, and an idle SCV. Doesn't really have much else around the field, but here are those infestors, so they're going to go ahead and try and get a good bit of an attack down there, but they're going to go see a stim on those marines, and that's not going to be good. They do have combat shield though, so it's going to take more than just a stim and a fungal growth to kill them. If there was no combat shield, then that might be enough, but as far as this goes, they do have the combat shields, they will survive, and they will be able to be healed. It looks like this attack's on hit. T-Gun's 3rd, but we're going to see a counterattack over here with all of these lings. They're going to be able to hit a lot of SCVs, and oh, this is going to be some good bit of damage. The problem is that here comes a full... Oh my god, no problem, actually. T-Gun's going to clean this up as those siege tanks go down. These guys back here are a little bit more vulnerable, and oh, T-Gun's going to try and get out Infested Terran. That actually might work. You can see Infested Terran about to pop, and there they are. Lings are there. Infested Terran adding a good bit of DPS and cleanup happening all the way all around here, and T-Gun just killed a lot of SCVs. Very nicely done. 14 SCVs have been taken out by T-Gun. Going to even out the worker count by a little bit, 52 and 56, but Terran still has a little bit of a lead in that, and we see all these lings dancing around. Going to stream in here, and it's actually good they're streaming and not bulking up, because this tank is going to do a lot of damage, but oh wait, nope, they're going to bulk up. They're going to come in and be able to kill all these guys, doing a little bit of damage, but still, T-Gun is doing a great job of taking out as many as he possibly can, as these marines are going down, but there are siege tanks to fall back to. T-Gun does manage to save these guys, and he's still managed to do even more damage. Going to kill off that bunker, and then try and take out 1 or 2 more SCVs. That one's going to fall. This guy's going to die, and it looks like T-Gun's going to target that guy as well. Oh, but doesn't quite get the kill, but still very solid harassment. T-Gun does have a lot of Zerglings. He's being so active with these Zerglings. When I saw he's doing cool things with the Zerglings, I had no idea he's doing so well. And he's getting his hive. Very nice hive timing, around 15 minutes in the game, 60 minutes in the game. To get that away with that is pretty solid. We're going to see what he's going to tech to. If he goes for a Broodlords or Infestor, or Broodlords or Ultras, either way, it will work well, because of the fact that those melee upgrades work for both the Broodlings and the Ultralisks. We'll see exactly what it's going to be. Did I say Infestors instead of Ultralisks? I might have, but there's the macro hatch for T-Gun, and it's a great thing to do, especially when you're going for heavy Ling builds. You're going to have to get out a lot of larvae. And it's actually kind of looking Brood War-esque to have all these hatcheries around just to private larva. I mean, there is a queen here with a lot of energy to be able to get. Yep, there's the double spawning of the larva. I'm saying larva too much. But now T-Gun's moving around with infestors. This is going to be pretty good. Composition. These infestors are going to be able to do a lot with fungal growth and infested Terran. He's already shown good fungal growthing, as Terran is still saying on these 3 bases he's going to try and just tech up as much as he can. He's got a little bit of a lead in the food count, 8 food lead at the moment. GosI Academy is out, going to provide a lot of snipes. Snipe is a deadly tool, especially against infestors. Not to mention the EMP is going to be helpful with the AoE effect, especially if you can snipe down, it'll be better. But we'll see. I mean, there are situations where either can be emphasized more, but T-Gun is still not able to use these 5th and 6th guys, but he does have this base going up down there. We are seeing almost a massive drop there from T-Gun, from Terran, but this infestation pit does manage to survive. And Terran, he actually lost a lot of units in there. We can see that he's actually lost more than T-Gun, but T-Gun has less food count, but there's the fungal growth. Oh, that is a beautiful move. You have to kill off all of those medevacs so easily, and that last one falls. Very solid move. Siege tanks are not going to be able to do... I'm not talking about siege tanks. These Zerglings are still here. I apologize, 7-game epic clan war, but hidden hatchery over here on the right. First, 4th base out on the field. Terran is going to get his own 4th, though, at this time. Going to feel pretty solid, but this is a huge force. Terran going to play it very, very safe. He scanned up front, saw all those lings, and now he's going to siege up slowly in order to handle these guys effectively. And now, oh my god, lings. How many lings does he have in the field? 146 lings. Wow, again, yeah, there's the +3/+3 going down. Full upgrades for those lings. This hatchery's gonna, or hive is going to be used for ultras. Very nice. I do like to see a good bit of ultras. They are very fun to watch. And when they pop out, they'll be able to get the 5/3. I say the 5/3 because of the chitinous plating that will be able to get them another 2 armor, which will be enough to really decrease these Marines in their DPS. They are only 1/1. We do see in the tab over here there is no other upgrades coming out for them, but there is Mobius Reactor. You can see that is over here, and it's going to allow for Ghost to have come out with another additional 25 energy, enough to EMP. As siege tanks are going to siege up, we do see Terran splitting them, everything. He's be careful of bandits, but all you know, bandits is just strictly ling. Roaches are going to be here, they're going to die, but here's a huge flank of all of those lings running in, doing as much damage as they possibly can. You can see this huge swarm. This is a swarm Zerg. There's no other way to put it. It is just masses and masses and masses of units. Going to be more than enough to take out this army very handily. The Infestors didn't even do a huge amount of stuff there. You can see a lot of those guys still have a fair amount of energy. This 4th base is about to get taken out though, because this drop from Terran, there it goes, the hatchery does fall, and Terran is going to go ahead and manage to only lose a single Marine down there. And Terran is going to probably not drop again down there, but T-Gun's now back to 3 bases while Terran is working on getting out this next base. And there's actually, I seem to have missed a good counterattack. See, these guys are damaged, but Terran playing very safely. It's got a wall of supply depots, and T-Gun, you can actually take that out. Huge fungal growth capability. Fungal growth, T-Gun, fungal growth. No, huge EMP. But there's a fungal growth there, very nicely, and more Infestors are down there with another great fungal growth. One more, hopefully it's going to be thrown down. Yes, there is going to be the death count, 10 kills, 13 kills for that Infestor. That is a very nice Infestor, 2 kills on the other guy, so good job. Infestor use is effective. We do see a planetary force just being morphed in down here for SixjaxTerran. T-Gun does have his hive tech out. You can see that the 3/3 is about to complete. Oh, that's so effective. Very, very nice. Alright, now, yep, Terran is really looking solid with the income. It's probably going to be, yeah, that's what I fear. This is the head of T-Gun. I just showed blatant favoritism. Oops. Alright, now Ultra. T-Gun with an idle Ultra down there. That's not very good. But here we're having all these things going to go by, take out one of those units. But this Ghost is still there. Will there be an EMP on these Infestors? It's probably expected. I mean, I would not be surprised to see that, but siege tanks are going to be enough to take out those guys. But still, 6 kills. They do have +1 attack. You can see the Marines are now 2/2 with +3 weapons, almost completed. But here, good. Infested Terran, they actually go ahead and soak up some of those hits. But here come those Ultras. They are 5/3. Very nice job. Lings are going to come in, start working on taking out all these guys. SixjaxTerran is losing some units, but that's just a diversionary tactic as we're seeing Infestors and Ultras come in here. Fungal growthing all those SCVs. Will there be another set of fungal growths to kill them off? That's going to be necessary because these Ultras are actually doing a lot of damage. Come on, one more fungal growth to kill these guys and they will go down. T-Gun is taking damage, and it's giving enough time for these units to come in. The suspended forces will go down. Very, very good job there. We're seeing Infested Terrans being called down. Just not enough for fungal growthing. Yep, their Ultras go down. And these SCVs are staying alive, not enough to fungal growth them. But here come Lings, getting a full surround on those units in the bottom. That's really, really helpful. And T-Gun's going to have to deal a lot of damage. He's still behind the food count by about 30 in the midst of all this. But fungal growth, no, he doesn't have burrow. If T-Gun doesn't have burrow, he should get burrow with those Infestors. You can see it's still able to be researched at that hatchery. But looking down here, Terran does not have cloak for those ghosts. He does have medevacs down there. The army is inactive. It does, however, still just a +1 of those for those siege tanks and everything. But all these Infestors are out. T-Gun's got a very solid force. The upgrades for him are impeccable. He's literally got max upgrades for the units that he has. The only fear for him is going to be the anti-air. He has reduced SixjaxTerran back to those 3 bases while his 4th base is up and running strong in terms of mineral income. We can see that he is ahead by a little bit, while SixjaxTerran has mined out his natural expansion. He's mined out most of his main. He does have a little bit more left, and his 3rd base is, oh my god, it's getting close to mine out too. So this very fast 3 base from Terran is kind of backfiring because his economy is not going up that far. You see T-Gun is now actually re-expanding to this base. He was actually not able to mine a single mineral from it before, so it is a full-powered base. Now Terran does have all his medevacs. He's ready to do a drop. He's actually close to max food. That's not very good. He's at 183 food. T-Gun's at 140. And you can see that, oh, Terran wants to do a drop. And, oh, he fungal growth, the one that has no units in there. So Terran's going to go ahead and lose this medevac. That's going to definitely help T-Gun. Does fall, but the problem is that there is this medevac in sight. And now he sees this base. Will he go ahead and actually start attacking? There's actually another Marine over there, probably just as a scout. But these guys will be able to be healed and push in. We see a huge swarm of units. Holy infestors, Batman. There are 11 infestors right there. That is definitely a strong point for T-Gun. But now he's going to go and have to deal with these 3-2 Marines coming in. This expansion is going to need to be canceled. The Lynx actually race there in time. Oh my god, actually, oh wow, they do race there in time. T-Gun is going to be able to defend against it. So that's not even that many Lings. I guess just the fear that reinforcements are going to be enough to push back Terran, who's also expanding once again to these spots. I'm going to try and get out that expo, but here comes the drop. Looks like one Marine was taken out, but there's no infestors. Oh, if only the infestors were there to do fungal growth, that would be amazing. But Terran is still here. He does have these +1 guys, and he's actually now getting +3 for his armor on his infantry. But there is a scan with all of these infestors and links and ultras there to be seen. But they're running away, and that's going to allow... Oh, there's marauders, and this mix to this hatchery is going to fall, maybe, but the infestors are going to be able to come in here. Oh my god, it's still alive. Terran playing uber safe, trying to actually go in with that one marauder, and great fungal growth going to hit the medevac that has the higher counts of those units. And will it fall? Yes, it does. Very nice kill for that infestor that got that fungal growth down. So very good show for him. Now you got all these guys in Terran's looking like he wants to go and drop again, but the ghost count is seriously increasing. 6 ghosts as he's now getting out these bases to full throttle. You can see the income is still in favor of T-Gun because this base is just so well saturated. Plus he's able to still mine from this third base down here. He's got no gas mining though still from that third base. He's running around, and this is... Oh, this is true Swarm Zerg. I can't even emphasize how much I like this. This is so much fun to see, but 18 What? 19 infestors? See, I'm not selecting one of those infestors. Yep, there we go. Now I selected all of them. There are too many for me to actually select at one point. Now we're going to come in. Huge engagement coming in here. All the things are going to come in and try and attack the R3-3. We're going to be able to come in, surround those guys. Oh my god. They're just wrecking. I've never seen the Lings survive for so long. No infestors were actually in there to help with that attack. He's still going to be coming. Where are those infestors? They're actually over there. Wow. Can you imagine how much, death would have occurred if T-Gun had just gone in there with those guys as well? But now we're seeing 40 Lings coming in. I hope they have adrenal glands. Do they have adrenal glands? They have adrenal glands. These guys are cracklings in every sense of the word. They have all the upgrades that they possibly can, except the ability to get Banelings, and they don't have Burrow. But that's so minor. It's ridiculous. More fungal growth happening. So medevacs, they will go ahead and die. Very nice picking off. With that amount of infections, you can fungal growth as much as you want without any issues. We're going to see a full drop coming in. T-Gun is now also taking this base up here, and it has been scouted by Terran with this one lone Marine that's up there for a while. But we're going to see small contingents. Oh wow, they're just going to start patrolling. So it's great defensive move by T-Gun to go ahead and just deal with the drops that are happening. Oh yep, more guys are going to go ahead and do that as well. Very solid play, because we can see that these 2 medevacs are going to come in and start trying to do this. And this, oh, good, perfect scouting Zergling. And if these guys do drop, they will have a lot of Lings to deal with. And it looks like Terran will drop down here in the corner just to be safe. But look at all of these infestors. They're separated. Oh, nope, they're just all across here. This is such 8 ultras. Oh my god. This is such a powerful melee attacking army from T-Gun, especially once he gets those fungal growths landed on this bio ball, they will evaporate so quickly. But oh, this planar force is going to be a little bit of an issue. You can see the income now with all those mules out is so far in favor of sixjaxTerran, and now with these Lings coming in single file, they will all fall to these units of Terran. He's stimming once more and start trying to take out this base. Are going to be I want to see the fungal growths on all of that. Are those infestors and the ultras going to try and come in? We do see this huge count of Lings scanning forward. Those going to mean that Terran knows that you can't push forward, especially with these ultras coming in. Oh, the infestors are going to close. Oh, infestors, please get the fungal growthing off. Oh, it's going to be so... Nope. They're not going to be able to do anything. That's unfortunate. And actually, if Terran can just drop off and kill that Zerg, that'll be a key point of scouting that will be able to get taken out. And, yep, there we go. Terran is going to go ahead and do exactly that. He still doesn't use his ghost that much. T-Gun can lose so much good EMPs. We already see some units going down, and now Terran is being forced to pull back because that is such a strong force from T-Gun. I can't believe this hatchery is still alive. Let's go to the income once more. Is still in favor, but oh no, this hatchery may not be alive for long. We are seeing a single roach down there, but once again, Terran pulls back, not able to kill off this hatchery. And actually, then comes now in favor of T-Gun, though they're seeing another base coming down, forcing our SixjaxTerran in the bottom right. T-Gun is still running around. We do see a few, wow, we're seeing, oh, look at that, oh, EMP from the own Ghost, Neural Parasite on the Ghost, fungal growth, huge fungal growths coming in. You can see all those infestors down there, more Neural Parasites on those Ghosts and everything, and oh my god, decimation, absolute decimation. Very good engagement, and we can actually see that this command center is going to get taken out. We can see Planetary Fortress attempt not going to be able to be done. We are seeing all of these infestors be able to show fungal growth, all of that. Yes, that is such ridiculous. SCV, whoops, SCV, death as I go completely across the misset as you watch the Planetary Fortress go down, but T-Gun's going to move down here, and infested Terrans to take out this command center. Is this going to work? The infested Terran don't have any attack upgrades, but they're doing a lot of damage. This guy might actually start burning down. It looks like the infested Terran, they'll move a little bit too slowly. 0.94 versus 0.94. They move identical speeds. That's so slow. But here comes another big engagement. You see the flanking Zerglings down there as well. Lings are just moving so quickly there, and in case all these guys in a big bit of Zergling death. We can see as there's even Planetary Fortress that are being attempted to be made over there. Here come the infestors to try and fungal growth. They're the fungal growth. They do it successfully. They don't actually just pretend to fungal growth. They do that. Even a fungal growth on that siege tank. Oh, still moving in. Infested Terran are being spawned everywhere. T-Gun just has so many infestors. Oh, the DPS is ridiculous. Expansion come here on the bottom, on the middle right. Looks like this base was finally taken out in the midst of all of that. Lings are running around trying to be as annoying as they can, but infestors are going to need to escape as the reinforcements from SixjaxTerran seem to be, they're going to be enough to push away T-Gun, who's now taking the lead in the food count. Very hard one way, but he's got to pull back. Oh no, the infestors. Oh, the infestors, they're stim on these marines, and they're just going down. You see infested Terran. Oh, beautiful infested Terran, acting like a force field. And Broodlords are on. Oh, yes, Broodlords. They do have the 3/3 Broodlings that they are firing. These guys just serve to actually delay enough time so that these infestors can retreat and allow T-Gun to have them fight for one day more. And yes, I did just reference Les Miserables. I really hope someone got that. I mean, we're going to get to watch this, guys. And this command center is still alive, but now all these bases have been re-put down, although this one actually was never taken out. Or, no, it was taken out once, so it hasn't re-put down technically. We're seeing a triple expand coming from T-Gun to make sure he can get as much economy as he can. He's got a lead. What are the incomes looking like for these guys? And oh no, this got taken out too. Oh, I completely missed that. That is not good. T-Gun's economy is looking to be rather weak, but another drop is coming down from SixjaxTerran. That is going to be a problem. There's not much here to defend. We do see Corruptors coming down. We're going to try and take out these medevacs. They actually might actually succeed, but ooh, good cancel on the drone. It's actually holding mineral patches still. That could actually be useful to get its returned. But one medevac is going to fall. The other one probably will not, because this Corruptor is going to die first. But here come a force of Lings. They get a good surround. They'll be more than enough to take out this army. Look at how low the harvester count is. Both these guys have lost a ton. You can see 66 workers have been killed by T-Gun. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. And oh, and he wants to get a command center down there. That's not going to go so well. This hatchery is kind of in the way. It is going to go ahead and land there. And oh, look at that. Big army. Big from, well, sort of big army. Semi-large army from Terran going to get taken out without too much of an issue. These guys are going to come in and there's going to still be creep here. So goodbye to the hatchery. But, is that... Oh, nope, gets pulled back. I thought that a marine might have actually was going to die in that situation, but look at all of these infestors. They do have enough for a fungal growth each. Look at all these drones. Oh my god, they're just mining as much as they can. But here's going to be another drop from Terran. It will not be able to do anything. One unit does go down. T-Gun is getting this space once more, but Terran still has this space down here. And T-Gun counterattacking, or not really counterattacking, but just attacking. And Terran's going to go ahead and retreat anyway. even though those links are running off. I'm gonna take a deep breath for a second as we watch Terran's command center still just float over there. T-Gun is now re-expanded up here. He's still distance mining, and somehow this hatchery is closer than this one. But now with these guys coming in here, he's gonna be able to mine once more, and his income's gonna start getting even, if not more so, than the income of Terran, who's just mining pretty much from down here. Seems to be his only mining base. These guys are just starving each other out, and it is working. See, the income for T-Gun is now more so than the income of Terran, who's just waiting to be able to land in his command center. I really hope he's keeping tabs on that, but look at this huge ball of death from the Zerg. He is at 30 food lead count, 170 to 142, and he's continuing to mine. We do have 4 guys actually in this gas, but with this kind of distance mining, not a big deal at all. He's now getting this hatchery up is finished, and he managed to save it from this drop. These aggressive drops are being so troublesome as T-Gun is still running around, being as economic as he can. This is incredible play from both of these guys, just being active all around the map. This Marine is doing something, not quite sure what, but here we're seeing Stim and all these guys, and there are the Lings going to get a full surround almost. They're still going to try and come in, but where's the fungal growth? Oh, fungal growth, so much fungal growth, and SixjaxTerran rage quits. Wow, oh my god, holy infestors, great play from T-Gun, that was seriously impressive. SixjaxTerran, GosI Terran, Sixjax Major, whatever name you're going to call him, is such a good player, and he's going to go ahead and be taken out by FXOpen's Zerg man by the name of T-Gun, so definitely well played by both players, and good job. I have more replays from T-Gun, so we're going to go ahead and catch those now. So thank you very much to everyone for watching, and T-Gun for having me screw over my English in bad ways. Thank you, T-Gun, for providing these awesome replays. So we're going to move on to the next one.